Hello, this is Big Boss, Rescue Chief of Humane Emergency Animal Rescue. Welcome to our series, Animal Rescue, A Photographic History, a place for us to share a collection of original, vintage photographs documenting animal rescue incidents and the undeniable human-animal bond dating back to the 1930s.
Here it is, number 17. Check it out. Once again, we got another horse in trouble. Just fantastic. This is one of my favorite photographs that we have in the collection. Let's get to the text here. This is an Acme News Pictures, San Francisco. It's from August 22nd, 1932. I think this is the oldest photograph we have in the collection. It's titled Nearly All the King's Men Needed. Rex, a San Francisco horse, just fell in a well, accidentally, of course, while grazing, and before he could be removed, police, firemen, and the SPCA had all been called. Here's the final effort. 5 minutes later, Rex was grazing again, but watching his step. And isn't that typical of horses to be involved in some kind of chaotic disaster thing? And then as soon as they get anywhere where there's grass, their heads back down and they're just eating the grass. So it's really fantastic how those horses are. Okay, let's look at a few things here in this image. Just look at the clothing that everybody's wearing. You got like the farmer type of guy up over here. He's pulling on a rope that looks like it's all the way down to here. It's hard to tell for sure. And then this dude with one of those funny kind of hats they wore back then. And then you know what? I can zoom this in a little bit. Let's check out this firefighter here. Look at the size of that shield on his helmet. That thing is huge. It's amazing. And then one of the things I found interesting, I didn't realize turnout pants, or what we call bunker pants, dated all the way back to, what did I say this was? 1932. Because if you look at the way this connection here, I bet that's a leather tab that's adjustable, comes down onto this sort of swoosh at an angled fly on these pants here. This is like the typical modern design on turnout pants. It looks like the design hasn't changed much since the 1930s. Here, he's got rubber boots on, and of course, he's the only sensible one there, and is in appropriate gear with his helmet on. And then they're using a tripod here. It's a little bit wonky the way they've got it set up, but they're probably going to use it like you would a bipod. So what they'll do is they've got this configuration here. They might just be using this leg to stabilize it while they do the raise. And then once they got the horse up high enough, then they'll just swing that A-frame in one direction or the other here, and then get the horse up on stable ground. You can see that in our technical large animal emergency rescue video on YouTube, how that's done. There's a video that shows that process. And then they've got lumber, because if you look at the feet, has those sharp pointed feet that would just drive right down into the ground. So they've got a nice thick heavy lumber to keep that from going into the ground. They've got an improvised halter on the horse here, we can see. And I've sat here and looked at this photo for quite a long time, and I haven't been able to tell exactly how they've got the chain connected up here, where that is. And it looks like there's just a bunch of debris covering the horse here, like grass is over its back and everything. But also it looks like I see a piece of fabric coming down here. So who knows exactly how they were able to do this. We might not be down in that confined space with the horse, so that if it starts freaking out and trying to come out of there, we're less likely to get injured or killed. And then doesn't that horse kind of have a look on its face of like, oh man, I can't believe I'm into this. It just looks that way to me. Um, but it looks like I can see at least 3 firefighters in here, probably 4. And then the rest look like civilians in here. I can see a couple of guys with the typical sort of uniform style helmet hat that they wore back then, and then the insignia on that collar. And then I can see those boots here. So those look like firefighters to me. Look like firefighter boots. So there's one there, there, one here behind that guy. We can see his backside there. And this guy looks like he's wearing turnout gear. This is one of my favorites. I absolutely love this photograph here, especially since it goes all the way back to 1932. Thank you to 5-Element Animal Wellness and Dr. Josie for making this video, the photo album, and these photos possible. Please visit our website. You'll find all kinds of cool stuff there. You'll find blogs about our progress, product reviews for animal welfare professionals, training reviews, uh, ways that you can donate to the organization that don't cost you anything except a little time, which leads me into subscribing to this video on YouTube, making sure that you like and share it on your social media, share it with your friends, put up the peer pressure, ask them if they will like the video, or ask them to like the video, and share it on their social media. Until the next video, I'm out.